Hello everyone, my name is Haley, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my process of creating a Rayla Valentine for one of my friends. So right off the bat, my cat immediately hurt my hand, so if you see a bandage on, that's why. And the first step I did was I actually used my light box to trace an image of Rayla, the one I wanted. And it's completely traced, I didn't freehand it at all, and I did this so that I could get a clearer image of what her pose was in this photo. I used one of the images from the actual show, I just paused it and I printed out that image. And so I traced it with my light box to get a better understanding of what she looked like. You know, I had practiced drawing her the first time, and I think I've sketched her before, but that way I had just a good guideline to go off of. And so yeah, now I am freehand sketching her. This is not traced at all, this is just me trying to figure it out, as you can tell. My process for sketching is just to do it a lot. I erase a lot, I take my time with it, and I just try to get it as best I can. I'm not great with humans or with pencil. I prefer acrylic painting. My camera died at that point, I think is what that was. So I apologize, I'm not really used to my camera's recording. I realized recently I needed to change some settings, so my footage gets cut a lot and I lost some stuff, which I'm really sad about because I took a while on that face and I kind of wanted to show you guys, but oh well, it's there. I did draw it, I promise. Here I'm just trying to get her arm down, her hand down. I don't remember if I redraw that hand or not, but looking back on it, I'm like, yike. But you know, it's part of the process. You have to draw things a couple times before you really like them, you know. There you can see I pulled up a reference of Rayla on my phone. If you like the dragon prints and you like their characters, it's great because they post T-poses of their characters, so you have a great phenomenal reference for their outfits and their colors. I do end up filling this in with India ink, and I used their T-poses as reference for their color, and it was so helpful. Cannot recommend reference enough. Here I'm just trying to figure out her horns a little more. The image I had her horns cut off. Now I'm getting ready to color. I'm going to use India ink, which is, for those of you who don't know, like a liquid watercolor, and it doesn't reactivate with water, so it stays that way. I personally like to erase my sketch as much as I can before putting on like a watercolor, because then you won't see the pencil markings, at least not as much. So now I'm beginning to do washes of the color I made, starting with her skin. I'm not great with watercolors or with India inks or anything that's like that, so it ended up a little patchy, but it got the point across. The colors weren't perfect, but they were the best I could do at the time. I was on a bit of a time crunch because I wanted to give them to my friends before Valentine's Day, and I started way too late. I had like 3 days to do all of them, and it was a struggle, but I got through them. As you can see, especially in her face, I'm not great when it comes to India ink or watercolor. That's just how it is. I do feel like I made her hand better than I had it in the original sketch. It's still not perfect. Hands are difficult, of course, and I'm not very familiar with them. I don't draw them that often. It's not really what I choose to spend my time drawing, but I try the best when I can. Next, I go in and I make sure everything is dry first, of course, and then I'm actually doing her hair. It's not a big difference, it's very subtle, but it is like a purpley white color, and that's what I used for her hair. I mainly did this because I'm going to eventually put like a pink wash in the background, and it'll just look nice, and it won't be like the same white that's on the paper. I'm also filling in her eyes, going back over them later with colored pencils so they look a little different. I'm also trying to put the markings on her face. They're super lopsided and just like uneven and not the same. Next up, I am working on her armor, or her outfit, I should just say. And it was pretty fun. I made this like dark blue color. I didn't want it too dark, but I feel like I got a pretty good shade. Again, I'm not great when it comes to really even flat washes, but you know, whatever. I kind of wanted that like really handmade look where it's super obvious that like I'm using watercolor, you know, or India ink. And it's just like the style I kind of wanted to go with, so I didn't mind the fact that it was really like patchy in some places and that kind of stuff. Here I'm adding in the belt. So yeah, on the belt, I forgot part of her belt buckle. I just kind of accepted that I forgot and went back in later and tried to fix it. Wasn't the best. Could have done way better with the belt, but you know, I don't have to look at it every day, so it's fine. I just mixed up some color for her outfit, that like greenish bluish color, and now I'm starting to fill that in. I made this look a little too much like a heart, like this little neck piece, but it's cute, you know? It's not perfect, but it's cute. So my camera looks like it died again, or it stopped recording. I have this problem where it stops after 10 minutes, and I only realized that after I recorded like a whole bunch of stuff. I am doing line art on this piece as well. I felt like it needed it in order to like, you know, really stand out and look defined. Again, my camera cut out for some reason, don't know. I wish I knew, but one day I'll fix it. I chose to line it with colored pencils. I thought it would look nicely with what I have going on. I also added a light pink wash in the background just because it made it look more complete and more like a Valentine. And here I'm just going in. I tried to pick a darker color than the actual wash I had on the page. So like a darker blue for the outline of the armor outfit? I don't know what to call it. For the blue-green turquoise color, teal, sure, whichever one you want to call it. I found this really nice color that actually I thought suited it pretty well. I did mess up a little bit here and there, but you know, that's the fun of art. On her turquoise parts of her outfit, there's like these little circles, and you can't really see what I did on camera as well as you can in person, but basically I just go in and I make the illusion of there being a pattern. Again, I just butchered that belt, and that's okay. Just sometimes you gotta butcher it. I'm adding in her hoodie outlines to make it look actually like she has a hoodie on, which you know. Here I'm lining the eyes and starting to do the face, and this definitely is where it kind of comes together a lot more. Before, the eyes were kind of creepy in my opinion, but that's just that stage of the eyes where they're like not detailed enough and it's kind of terrifying. And now I am writing my cute little Valentine saying on the card. I suck at calligraphy, so don't at me about that. I was trying to make it fancy, but then I like practiced off screen and it just, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna write it. And I had her say, "My heart for you," which in the show she says, "My heart for Zadia," so I put a little spin on it because I'm cheeky like that. And there you have it. That is the Rayla Valentine I made for one of my friends. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching. Oh, and also you can see I fixed the belt. I promise I fixed the belt. You can look at it right there. There we go. Alright guys, take care. Bye.